I found the perfect tier list at tiermaker.com. It's 90s punk rock, and being a 90s punk, this is absolutely perfect for me. So let's dive right into ranking some punk bands. Okay, I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers, from God tier to amazing to good to meh to terrible to don't know well enough. And rather a large number of these bands I have to imagine are going to go into don't know well enough, but let's just jump in and start going. And of course the very first one, 7 Year B, I'm really not that familiar with, so immediately we go to don't know well enough. 88 Fingers Louie. A lot of these bands I know just a little bit from mix CDs that I used to get. Either the Punkorama mix CDs or the Fat Records mixes. And so yeah, it's a lot of cases where I've heard maybe 1 or 2 songs by the band and enjoyed them, but don't know the band well enough. 88 Fingers Louie, I feel like I don't quite know well enough. AFI, definite God tier immediately. Due to 3 albums, Black Sails in the Sunset, The Art of Drowning, and Sing the Sorrow. Those 3 albums make AFI God tier, regardless of what they've been releasing recently. Against All Authority, amazing. Agnostic Front, do I know them well enough? They're kind of a hardcore band, but I don't really know them well enough. All, don't know well enough. Anti-Flag are amazing, and I am going to rank within the individual tier levels. I'm going to rank the bands. So I'm going to put Anti-Flag above Against All Authority. The Aquabats, don't know well enough. Aramia, don't know well enough, don't know at all, in fact. At the Drive-In, don't really know. The Ataris, I think they had a song on the radio for a while, but don't really know. I think they're more poppy. We have Ausrotten, don't know them at all. Avail, I feel like are a little more hardcore again, but I don't know them well enough. Babes in Toyland, another don't know. Bad Religion are good. I like Bad Religion, and I don't love them, so they're going in good. Bikini Kill, again, I feel like I've heard 1 or 2 of their songs and enjoyed them, but don't know well enough. Blink 182, I really liked their first album, Dude Ranch, but their live shows are just so bad. I'm gonna put them in good under Bad Religion. Definitely not better than Bad Religion. Although, again, that one album is decent, but Bad Religion have a couple decent albums too. Bloodhound Gang, are they even a punk band? I didn't know that. Botch, I don't know at all. Bouncing Souls are kind of meh for me. A little too bouncy, poppy. Bratmobile, don't know at all. Cap and Jazz, don't know at all. Catch 22, oh, they're getting close to God tier. They are definitely amazing. I'm putting them top of the amazing, not quite God tier. Streetlight Manifesto might be God tier, that's their kind of second iteration, but Catch 22 I'll put in amazing. Catharsis, do not know. Cheater Slicks, don't know. Choking Victim, they're excellent. Are they good or amazing? I'm going to put them in amazing, above Against All Authority. Common Rider, do not know at all. Converge, don't know at all. The Cramps, not really familiar. The Cynics, don't know at all. Dance Hall Crashers, I've heard a few of their tunes, they were pretty good. Where are they going with it? Probably about there for now. The Dillinger Escape Plan, don't know very well. Disrupts, don't know at all. Down by Law, not super familiar. Drive Like Jehu, don't know. Drop Dead, don't really know. The Dwarves, I feel like I've even seen the Dwarves in concert opening up for other bands that I was there to see, but I just don't know them well enough. XQ17, don't know at all. Face to Face. Face to Face. I think they were good. And they could almost go into Don't Know well enough, but I'll put them at the bottom of the good level for now. 5 Iron Frenzy. Back when the Christian ska punk bands were kicking it in the 90s. 5 Iron Frenzy is pretty amazing, I would have to say. Where are they going? I would put them maybe here. Frenzel Romb. I think they're Australian, if I remember, but don't know super well. Fugazi. Never got into Fugazi, as sacrilegious as it is to say that, perhaps. I'm going to probably put them in meh, under Bouncing Souls. The Get Up Kids. I think they're more of a poppy band. I don't know them very well. Gigi Allen goes in terrible. And here's what pisses me off. So many, well, I don't know how many, but some punks out there are like, Gigi Allen is the most punk of all punks because he was just so crazy. He would poop on stage and then eat his own poop, and he would actually physically fight any crowd member that got near him while he was singing. And it was, but here's the thing, he was a very mentally ill person, and these people are just basically making a sideshow freak out of a mentally ill guy. And not only that, but he bragged about being a pedophile rapist, and that's something he actually bragged about, so I got no time for that at all. Gigi Allen, as sick and awful as he was, goes in the terrible section. The Gits, don't know super well. Goldfinger, they were a pretty fun ska punk band. They go in great. Where in great? Well, wait, I don't have a great. I only have amazing or good. So they're good. Top of good, maybe? Above Bad Religion? Sure, why not? Bad Religion, you're getting bumped, sorry. Okay. Good Riddance. Good Riddance, they're okay. Top of meh, Good Riddance. Green Day, never got into Green Day, as hugely important as they are from the 90s punk scene with Dookie. I have to say I never got into them very much, so where do they go? I think they go at the top of meh. Almost good, but not quite. Guttermouth, don't know well enough, just again from mixes. H2O, again another band I'm pretty sure I've seen live opening for other bands, but don't know well. Heavens to Betsy, great name but unfamiliar. The Helicopters, don't know. High Standard, I think were pretty good. I've heard a few of their songs at least. They could almost go and don't know well enough, but I think I'm going to put them in good. They were good. How good were they? I would say they were this good, just above Face to Face. What does this even say? His hero is gone? I think that says? I have no idea what that is. Hot Water Music, meh. I heard a few of their tunes, wasn't a big fan. I guess they would probably go at the bottom of meh. Ignite, don't know. Integrity, do not know. Integrity. Jawbox, don't know. Jawbreaker is again a band that a lot of other punk bands talk about, but I just don't know them well enough. The Jesus Lizard, don't know. Jimmy Eat World, another band that I think had a song on the radio at some point, but other than that I'm not familiar with them. The John Spencer Blues Explosion, they sound like a lot of fun, but don't really know. Kid Dynamite, don't know. L7, no idea. Lagwagon! Lagwagon are awesome. So let's put them in amazing. Let's put them, would they go above Catch-22? Yes! No! Lagwagon are near the top of amazing. Le Tigre, do not know. Leatherface, don't know. Lemon Heads, don't know. Less Than Jake were okay. They were good. Less Than Jake were. How good were Less Than Jake? Probably right about there. That's where How Good Less Than Jake were. Lifetime, no idea. Lunatics, not super familiar. Mad Caddies, another fun ska punk band. They were good. Pretty high good, I would say, were the Mad Caddies. Maybe even top of the good category. Let's... are they amazing? They're not quite amazing. They're good. Me First and the Gimme Gimmes are fun. Definitely good. Definitely the greatest punk covers band. They do cover songs, punk rock covers of non-punk songs is what I'm trying to say. How good are they though? They're fun. They're fun. They're fun. I would put them about here probably. Mighty Mighty Bosstones are good. Not super. Are they meh or are they good? I'm gonna put them meh. I never thought they were quite as good as a lot of the other ska bands out there. So let's put them just under Green Day, perhaps. Millencolin was okay. I'd put them probably bottom of good, close to the bottom of good. Misfits, never got into Misfits. They're going with meh. Let's put them maybe even bottom of meh. Whoops, not good. Muffs, don't really know. MXPX, another band that came out of the Christian music scene that were actually half decent. They were good. They were not, probably not quite as good as Blink. New Bomb Turks, heard them on mixes, don't really know them. No Doubt, based on their one smash hit album, were pretty decent. I liked that album quite a lot back in the 90s. Let's put them, based on the strength of that one album, I'm going to put them above MXPX. No Fun at All, doesn't sound like much fun. No Use for a Name are great. So, good or amazing are they? No Use for a Name. High good, very high good. Probably near the top of good. No FX. Are they God tier or amazing? They have enough songs out there that they're God tier. They're not AFI God tier, but they're up there. I mean, just by the sheer volume of output, they have a ton of great songs and a ton of really bad songs too, but enough to make them God tier. Oblivions don't know. The Offspring are the band that are responsible for my entire punk rock identity. When I heard their album Smash in 1994, I knew that my heart was in punk rock as soon as I heard that album. And their album before that, Ignition, was very good. Their Ixnay on the Hombre album was pretty good. So they're amazing. How amazing are the Offspring? I mean, they're not as amazing as Lagwagon, so let's put them there. Orchids, do not know. Pegboy, no idea. Pennywise, along with Offspring. Basically, I went to Pennywise as kind of the second band I discovered after the Offspring. And their latest album is so good. Even though a lot of their stuff sounds a little bit similar, their most recent album really surprised me. They're pretty amazing. How amazing are Pennywise? I mean, based on their most recent album, I got to put them just under the Offspring, I think. Poison Idea, no idea. What does that say? Post-Regiment? No idea. Propaganda, amazing live band, but I was never much into their songs. I'm going to put them in good. Whereabouts am I going to put Propaganda? Probably about here. Pulley, I think they're more of a hardcore band, but I'm not quite sure. The Queers, don't know very well. Okay, here we come. The #1 band in the world, Rancid. Even though AFI have the best album in the world, Sing the Sorrow is the best album, bar none. Rancid on the whole, are the best band in the world for my heart. Don't know them. Red Ants, don't know. Real Big Fish, we're just kind of a fun little ska band, kind of along the lines of, they should probably go near to wherever I put the Boss Tones, except for slightly better. Refused, don't know quite well enough, I don't think. RKL, don't know at all. What does that say? Samian? Don't know. Save Ferris, don't know super well. They had a nice female lead vocalist, I think. But don't know well enough. Screeching Weasel, again, I know from the Mix albums, but not super well. Shellac, don't know. Shelter, don't know. Sick of It All are good to meh. Maybe bottom of good. Yeah, that's probably where they go. Slant, no idea. Slater Kinney, another good female vocalist, I think, but again, don't know them very well. Social Distortion. Social Distortion is going all the way to God tier. And do they go above No Effects, though? Ooh, I'm going to surprise myself and say no. I think No Effects goes above Social Distortion. Yeah, that does surprise me, but I think that's the case. I don't know this band. Strung Out. Do I know them well enough? I've definitely seen them live. I don't know if I know them well enough. They're kind of in the whole Sick of It All face-to-face area. I'll put them in the good. Sublime. I mean, just a few songs I've heard in kind of the radio popular music, they sounded good, but I don't know them super well. I'll maybe put them up here in the good category. Suicidal Tendencies, don't know enough of their stuff. The Suicide Machines, amazing ska-core band. There we go, we'll put them in amazing for sure. Not quite as good as some of the other bands up here, but dang, they are some of the best mosh pits around were the Suicide Pits. Pretty hardcore stuff. Not quite as good as Choking Victim, or are they? Yeah, that's, geez. Their early albums were amazing. I think their later stuff got to be a lot more poppy, but their Battle Hymns album was fantastic. So based on Battle Hymns, let's put them maybe just above Anti-Flag. And we have Sunny Day Real Estate. Does that say? I don't really know. Super Chunk, don't know. Swingin' Utters, a lot of fun, which is weird because they have almost a country-ish twang to their punk rock, and yet somehow it works so well. They're amazing. They really are. In fact, I'd put them near the top of amazing based on the one album I have, which I don't know what it's called. Dream Dresh, don't know. Teen Generate, no idea. 10-Foot Pole, don't really know. Tilt, they were good. Another good female vocalist here. They are probably just under Millencolin, I would say. Turbo, don't know. Unwritten Law, don't really know. The Urinals, don't really know. The Vandals, never got super into the Vandals. Kind of silly, funny, weird band. They're kind of meh. Probably around, I don't know. Probably about here for the Vandals. Pretty low meh. Voodoo Glow Skulls were, again, a little bit meh for me. Never got into them very much. Let's put them even under the Vandals, I think. then Zeke didn't know very well. Alkaline Trio don't know very well. Eve 6, are they a punk band? No. And then Rocket from the Crypt, don't know. So there we go. That's my ranking of 90s punk bands. The God tier is the important one. Rancid, AFI, NoFX, and Social D. The only band for my tastes that needs to be added to the God tier is Rise Against, but they were kicking off right about the beginning of the 2000s, so they didn't quite squeak into the 90s. But if Rise Against had been on here, they would have been God tier. They would have been third in line after AFI. Other than that, amazing Catch-22, Lagwagon, Swingin' Utters, The Offspring, Pennywise, Suicide Machines, Anti-Flag, Choking Victim, Five Iron Frenzy, Against All Authority. And then nothing else matters quite as much as those bands. So only one terrible one. There we go. If you are a fan of punk rock, tell me about it. Talk to me. Who are you listening to? Are there any more recent punk bands than 90s bands that I should be checking out? Because I'm kind of stuck in the 90s and the aughts and as far as my musical tastes go. So if there's a recent punk band I need to be checking out, do recommend for me if you can. Otherwise, just tell me what you're listening to, even if it's old, because I'd love to talk punk rock. Cheers. Hey, it's Josh. Thank you so much for watching. If you could just, what was I going to say?